Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
I love dogs any kind. It really doesn't matter at all. Short, fat, skinny or tall. It really doesn't matter at all. Long hair, short hair, hey, no hair at all. Playing, eating, sleeping, or just catching a ball. 'Cause I love dogs any kind. I love dogs, I love dogs. I love dogs. Hi guys, welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Pat Becker and we've got a super show for you today. Always say that, but this one you're really gonna love. I am so glad to welcome the Great Plains Mastiff organization and Debbie, who is here with this beautiful guy. This is a Mastiff, a massive Mastiff. And is this dog up for adoption?
Yes, he's on medical hold right now because we're treating an injury on his foot, but as soon as he's cleared by the vet, he will be available.
So it's going to be good as new and he'll be all right.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful.
Let's hope.
And we have a $100 gift certificate for you, for your organization, and we thank you so much for bringing him.
Thank you.
Ted, this dog's just a little bit large for you, I think.
It's a little bit large for me, however, very friendly.
And you are really getting along with this dog. This one you can love on.
And wrestle.
And wrestle and do the whole 9 yards.
I want to wrestle with him.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a great, great, great dog. So, recently, we were looking through the paper and we saw an article on a Mastiff who was in trouble. I'd like to introduce Jeff and Teresa Beck. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
And this is Lucy.
It is.
So tell me, what happened with Lucy?
Well, actually, we had received a phone call from one of our technicians early in the morning. We have an auto repair business, and he was telling us to get to the shop quick. So he said that Lucy had a knife in her face. And of course, we were thinking it was a small, knife. There's a couple of bars near us, and we didn't know what to think. So my husband ran to the shop, and he can explain what you saw.
It was a little disturbing. I really, mind is racing. You don't know what to expect.
Exactly.
But, she had a very large folding military-style knife buried to the hilt, just below her eye, right in the front.
Wow. And this was how long ago? Because she looks like it's almost healed.
It was last September, I believe it was.
Okay.
So this was last at the
and
end
you
of last
rushed
summer.
her to the vets.
We took her straight to the vet immediately. They took excellent care of her, and they did the X-rays, did the exam. After the X-rays, they were able to tell that there wasn't, although it was a horrible-looking wound, no vitals were in danger. So they removed the knife and a few stitches, and she was good as new in no time. So she was very, very fortunate.
That is just excellent. There is no doubt about that, no question about that. Well, we are so pleased that everything turned out all right, and we kind of want to make it up to Lucy, as a matter of fact. And I have a $100 gift certificate for Lucy to go to A1 Pet Emporium to buy her whatever she wants.
Thank you so much.
And I got a Dog Talk bag for her. And it's full of toys, and I don't know whether she plays with toys. Does she play with toys occasionally?
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, we have that, and we have
typical dog.
and we have a bunch of good food in here for her. So we appreciate you. You know, the thing about dogs, now you had several other dogs in the garage with you, didn't and they kind of stay there at night. And you know that I had tried to explain to folks about dogs who they try to get to be aggressive enough to be guard dogs. And with people who don't know and have them in their house, what I want them to know is if a burglar comes into your house, a dog is supposed to what? Alert. If it's a yapper, he wakes up the woofer.
Right.
The woofer wakes up the people, and they go get the burglar. A lot of times people will train little dogs to go after somebody. I'm against this on the whole, and there is a training for this, you know. But the first thing that a burglar does, or invaders, is they shoot your dog.
Yeah.
That is statistically the truth.
Yeah.
So what I am saying is, please don't do that, folks, because these dogs were loose in the garage. They weren't trained to be anything, but they were alerters. Poor little Lucy found out in a hurry. And because of her disposition, I can see she probably went jogging up to him with her tail wagging.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're certainly not aggressive, our dogs, and Lucy's not aggressive, but they are territorial.
Yeah, exactly. And every dog would be. In your house, they will be the same way. So the thing is that, you know, let them alert you in this kind of thing, because this can happen. And we are so pleased that she is okay. She is a beautiful dog and such a sweet dog. And as I say, we congratulate you and thank you so much. It's a lesson for us all, you know, really, that dogs are territorial. They will guard the house no matter what you say. They are there, as I say, to wake you up, to alert you. So we appreciate it so much. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and when we come back, we're going to talk with some Girl Scouts.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
OSU Center for Veterinary Health Sciences means education, research, and service. The Veterinary Hospital and Disease Diagnostic Lab are here to serve you. Treating all species, the hospital offers many veterinary medical services. The Diagnostic Lab helps veterinarians identify and treat diseases. The only veterinary college in Oklahoma, OSU veterinarians are practice ready, because healthy animals equal healthy people.
Want to learn all about raising a kitty or how to socialize your dog? We're here to help. New Leash Companion Animal Center offers facilities for sporting events, no-cost pet bathing, spay, neuter, and vaccination clinics with a huge database of animal resources, including dogs trained for special needs. New Leash Companion Animal Center is the best resource for all animal-related issues. Your animal information station.
KSBI is getting a new antenna. Viewers with older TVs who use converter boxes to receive HDTV signals must rescan the converter box to add additional TV stations. After you rescan the converter box, you may be required to manually enter channel 23.1 and 23.2 into your converter box, which should automatically redirect the box and your TV to channel 52.1 and 52.2. For additional help, go to re-scanokc.com.
Join the conversation on Facebook with Dog Talk after the show. Like the page and upload your pictures for a chance to appear on an episode.
Recently on our show, we had a fantastic little girl named Katie Francis. And Katie is a Girl Scout. Now, Katie sold so many cookies for the Girl Scouts that she got an award for this. We honored her too, and we were delighted. So we got the idea that maybe as entrepreneurial as all of these Girl Scouts, if they are all like Katie, and if they are as articulate as she, which I guess they really are, because they sell a lot of cookies too, right? So maybe we should get them to sort of advocate for pets. And what better than a pet rescue? So I got with some of my friends, and Joan McGuire, a friend of mine, and I decided that we would fund a project for these girls. What better than to help animals in need, right? And especially our rescues. I'd like to introduce my friend Heather Bush, who is the troop leader for Katie's group.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great.
And I want to add that we are one of your grandfather's biggest fans, Bert Seaborn.
Yes.
I have several of his paintings, and he is outstanding. And his great-granddaughter, who is your daughter, actually painted a few pictures and took them to the Arts Festival and sold every one of them.
Yep, all dog painting.
So she must be very good, too.
Yeah, she's great.
She's inherited that talent. Obviously, she has.
A lot of talent in that family, huh?
There is a lot of talent in that family. So, this is Elizabeth Caldwell. How are you?
Good, how are you?
And you are from the organization itself?
Girl Scouts of Western Oklahoma.
Yes, and we are so delighted that we have all kind of gotten together with Central Oklahoma Humane. Amy Schroed, how are you?
Great, glad to be here.
Yeah, so this project that Joan and I have envisioned is getting some bandanas, which a lot of people put bandanas around their dogs' necks. And I've seen them at events and where there is what we call an outreach kind of project where dogs are adopted and people come up and buy bandanas. Well, we thought, why not, since your daughter is so talented, why not have her design one of these and have all the girls silk screen them? Maybe even the girls could put their initials on each one of them that they had fixed and get it into a project for Central Oklahoma Humane. How could we do that, Elizabeth?
Well, a great project for these girls that are cadets is the Silver Award, and that's the highest award that a girl cadet can earn.
Fantastic. So this Silver Award is going to be with this kind of project that we have. So how can we facilitate this, Amy? What do you think?
Well, we love collaborating with groups like the Girl Scouts because, of course, lots of girls love dogs and kittens and kitty cats. So we're excited about partnering with them, and we'd love to have them help us raise supplies. Because, for example, we go through about 10,000 pounds of kitty litter every 6 months.
Wow.
So supplies are a huge need of ours, and we're a nonprofit, so if people can bring those straight to us, then that's something we don't have to spend the funds we raise on, and we can help more animals.
Yeah, and when we had our meeting, you know, with Heather, I could envision, too, maybe this Girl Scout troop coming into your place that you have the dogs up for adoption, and maybe showing some of the other kids who come in or giving a little tour or something, being very active with Central Oklahoma Humane. And I will say, this particular organization is a very strong one, and I think you will enjoy the association with them because they are a terrific group. And this little dog, as a matter of fact, that who's going to sleep in Amy's lap, is a product of their rescue. And what is this little dog's name?
Her name is Allie. She's fascinated by Ted. She likes you.
I like her very
All
much
dogs
as well.
like Ted.
I do.
Yeah.
I like this dog.
She's 3 years old. She's an Australian cattle dog mix, and she's available for adoption right now. So she's one of many animals that this collaboration is going to help support.
And it is. It will be a fantastic thing. I can't wait to get it started. And when we do, let's have everybody back and give kind of a run on how it's doing. And the first time that there is an event, when they are showing some of their items, some of these bandanas, we'll come out in video.
Sounds great.
That be okay?
That's exciting, yeah.
Oh, I think it will be such fun, and we appreciate it. Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming in with us. Thank all of the staff and your group from the organization, and thank you, my dear. Excellent, excellent work.
What a great program.
I think it'll be a super project. So be sure and look for it, folks. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a very special book that Central Oklahoma Humane has for you.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
We get it. You're busy. Work, kids, life, and you need a car to get everyone everywhere they need to go. The last thing you need is to come to a dealership and fill out paperwork. And what about explaining your bad credit situation again and again? Now you don't have to. Just go to thekeyonline.com and complete your application from home. It usually takes about 15 minutes. Once approved, you can pick your vehicle from our online inventory and we'll have it waiting for you. The Key. Cars, loans, life.
Oklahoma's fabulous Battle of the Brains is bigger than ever. Not only are Oklahoma's colleges and universities fielding teams, now 32 Oklahoma high school teams face off in Mind Games High School Edition. Scholarships and prize money are courtesy of the Chickasaw Nation, OERB, and Ward Petroleum. This Sunday night, Mind Games High School Edition features Norman Public Schools versus Shawnee Fuchsia at 6, followed at 6:30 by Seminole versus Northeastern on Mind Games College Edition, only on MyKSBI.
Dog Talk is taped before a live studio audience. To be a part of the fun, send an email to dogtalk@ksbitv.com or call 405-470-0993.
Everyone is so aware of the sadness, the stress, and the torture it was to go through the tornado that we have experienced. Last year it was tremendously hard on all of us, and especially our pets. And Central Oklahoma Humane has gotten into a partnership with a group of young ladies who have an agency called Add2. And this is Beth Armstrong. Beth, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about your organization, number one.
Absolutely. Add2 OKC is a local group all designed for professional networking and development. We're a group of kids under 32 with some college kids as well. And we just focus on getting involved in the community and using our special talents in marketing to make a difference.
And I had alluded to it being all women. Are there men involved too?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
Good,
Yes.
good. Well, that's excellent. We like to give them a little.
Sometimes the men do get involved.
I knew you'd come up with something on that. So, Amy, this is kind of exciting. So, you guys contacted them, or did you contact Central Oklahoma Humane?
Well, I'm actually on the board for Add2 OKC.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I knew Beth. We were working on a community service plan for the year because every year they do a community service project, and I've been involved with several, none of which were for my organization. And when the time came this year for proposals, I said, you know, we've had this idea as a staff that we'd really like to chronicle our efforts for the animals and all the joy that people felt when they were reunited with their animals, because it was incredible to us, and we really wanted to show the world that. So I brought it up to Beth and wrote in a proposal, and here we are.
And everybody got together. Well, it is, I have seen this book. It is an excellent book. And it is what I call a coffee table book, in that it is out for all of your guests to see. It is a reminder, really, of what we all went through, and especially with our animals. Everybody was so close, you know, with their animals. It was tragically hard on them to have this storm hit them and lose these animals, knowing not where they were. Some of them in shelters, some of them went to rescues, and then looking for them. It took months for some of these people, you know, to get their dogs back and their cats. There were cats also included. So this book, where is it? How is it going to be available to everyone?
It's actually for sale right now at the OK Humane Adoption Center, so 7500 Northwestern, and we're selling it on Amazon.com as well, straight through their fulfillment services. So if you look up Hope After the Storm on Amazon or Central Oklahoma Humane Society, you'll be able to find it and order it there.
Excellent. Well, we congratulate you guys because it is a wonderful book, and there again, it's another reminder of what we went through, and hopefully we won't have to experience that again, but by chronicling it this way, you know, it makes it something really special. We're going to take a quick break, guys, and when we come back, we're going to talk with another foundation called the Kirkpatrick Foundation.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
If you have a dog, then you know that accidents happen. You've tried pads, but they just spill off the corner onto the floor. Tired of coming home to a mess every single day? There's gotta be a better way. Introducing the Bullseye Pee Pads, specifically designed so your dog only pees in the center. The problem with regular pee pads is that your dog will pee anywhere on the pad, which could be messy. But the Bullseye Pee Pads have concentrated pheromones that attract your dog right to the center of the pad only. Now your dog hits the target every time, guaranteed. Bullseye. It even locks in odors and releases a pleasant scent. The revolutionary Bullseye has pheromones right in the center of the pad. Plus, the ultra-absorbent quilted material is filled with odor-eliminating micro-lock beads that absorb and hold the liquid. Watch, we poured the same amount of liquid onto both pads. See it run off a leading competitor's pad, but not the Bullseye pad. And even when we add more, it still stays off the floor for all-day use. The Bullseye is the best for puppy training and teaches your dog exactly where to go outside too, so your grass will never look like this again. No one likes to go out in the snow or cold pouring rain. The Bullseye keeps you both inside warm and dry. And the Bullseye is a must if you live in an apartment. Your dog will never need to wait for the elevator again. Stop using pads that leak on the floor or worse, onto your carpets. With the Bullseye, you'll never clean a mess again. Call now and get 24 Bullseye pee pads for only $12.99. If you order right now, we'll send you 6 more pads absolutely free. That's 30 pads. But wait, order now and you can double the offer and get 30 more. Plus, you can also get our famous Crazy Critter. This stuffing-free toy equals hours of fun for the dog you love. The Bullseye pee pads, just $12.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-509-1761. But hurry and get a special offer on a second set of Bullseye pee pads with your order. But you must call now. 1-800-509-1761.
Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
We are really very privileged today to have with us Louisa McCune, who is with the Kirkpatrick Foundation. Now, this is a foundation that helps everybody across the board in this state. Art is a big thing with them. Every kind of event that is covered, you can kind of bet that the Kirkpatrick Foundation has had a hand in it one way or the other. Welcome, Louisa.
Thank you so
It's good to see you. And Barbara Lewis, how are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Excellent. How is all the rearranging with the New Leash Companion Animal Center?
New Leash Companion Animal Center is so busy, and of course we're still looking for a location to move to. We have no new news on that, but
so going to build this time, probably.
We're leaning toward building.
Yeah, that's good. That is good, because replicating the area that you had, it would be difficult, but boy, what a nice building.
We are going to end up with the same size, that's for sure.
Good. That's excellent. So recently, the Kirkpatrick Foundation, I say recently, within the last few years, Joan Kirkpatrick had given a grant for animals, which was kind of another expansion for Kirkpatrick.
The foundation has made grants in arts, culture, education, animal well-being, environmental conservation, and historic preservation for 60 years. The last 30 have added the animal component. When she passed away, a portion of her estate came to the Kirkpatrick Foundation, and the trustees determined that 100% of the proceeds from those distributions would go toward animal well-being. So it increased our grant making to Central Oklahoma nonprofits, and programmatically from our office, the animal well-being aspect of what we do.
Exactly. So. And the round table that you have, which I have the pleasure of being on, and Barbara, as a matter of fact, is a wonderful think tank.
It's wonderful.
It is great. We exchange ideas, we verbalize our concerns, and we have people from every aspect of the animal world around that table, and it is so interesting for me. I really have been enjoying it.
It's a big deal. We 2 years ago, we kicked off our initiative called Safe and Humane, which is an ambitious 20-year effort. It's a 6-pronged approach, and one of the key prongs is the formation of the Oklahoma Roundtable for Animal Welfare. So at the table, we have the Oklahoma Pork Council, Beef Council, Cattlemen's Association, and there's also HSUS, Sierra Club, several spay and neuter groups. You're both at the table. I'm at the table. So it is a disparate group of leaders working on the front lines of animal care, and not much agreed upon, and that's okay.
We do have our moments. Right. We do, but very informative, because we are getting to know more about what each other does, which is so important.
I think it is imperative, absolutely imperative. And on one occasion, you brought a lady in from New York. And
Right.
tell me about this.
Jane Vitale is a representative with the North Shore Animal League who works in partnership with Yale University to create and conduct and implement the Mudagrees curriculum. And Mudagrees is just a clever term for shelter pets, as opposed to pedigrees.
Exactly.
So it's a social and emotional learning curriculum for pre-K through 12th grade that bridges humane education in after-school programs, classrooms, libraries, and they're in 2,300 schools across the country.
That's right. And we had actually sat down with you and Jane and Barbara and had a little discussion ourselves when we were at an event, a luncheon that you put on at which Jane spoke. So we took this video and I want you to see this.
Okay, thank you. I'm so excited.
The Kirkpatrick Foundation has always been a great advocate for Oklahoma. And today, Louisa McCune, who sits here, is going to introduce a lady that she has brought down from Yale University. On my right is Barbara Lewis. How are you, Barbara?
Great, thank you very much.
And Barbara is with the New Leash Companion Animal Center. It's changed from ARC. Right. Now it's got a new name, and I'm liking that. And so introduce this lady to us and tell us why she's here.
Jane Vitale is my wonderful new friend from the North Shore Animal League America, which has created in collaboration with Yale University and the Yale School of the 21st Century, the Mudagrees curriculum. And she is the expert on these matters, so I would defer more of that to her.
Well, so Jane, tell us what you're going to speak about today at this wonderful luncheon that Kirkpatrick has set up.
Yes, and Louisa, thank you so much, because we're so honored and thrilled to be part of the Safe and Humane initiative of the Kirkpatrick Foundation. So what we're here to talk about today is the Mudagrees curriculum. And it's a social and emotional learning curriculum via humane education. It bridges humane education, so it's via the dog. And what we're trying to do is to teach children to move beyond sympathy to empathy, to collaborate with one another, teach them resiliency, and basically to have an understanding of themselves first, so that therefore they can go out and understand each other.
So definitively, how are you going to do that?
So the way we do that, as Louisa said, we have a curriculum from pre-K to 12 that schools can order complimentary, and we will actually visit schools to do professional development. We visit for assemblies with animals, and we also take it outside of the school, because a key component to the curriculum is to teach the children that they can change the world and to be the change that they want to see happen.
Exactly. So are these therapy dogs then that you take with you?
Some of them are therapy dogs, but it's not necessarily based on therapy dogs. It's to raise awareness of the shelter pet. Okay. And that's what's really wonderful. Our partnership with Yale University and North Shore Animal League, people have often said that, oh, that's an unusual relationship. How did this happen? But it's so wonderful because North Shore has been, rescuing, had the opportunity and wonderful privilege to be out in the world rescuing animals. And now in conjunction with Yale University, we feel now we get to help try to rescue children.
So Barbara, would you agree that this is a program that is really going to be outstanding?
Absolutely. It is going to be great for the school system, and I'm just so excited about it, especially the use of rescue dogs, because there are so many great dogs in rescue. We just don't have enough jobs for them. That's why they're there.
I am so encouraged by what you had suggested, what you are proceeding to have as a project. And we would be very interested, and maybe I can Skype you later on to find out how that program is working and get some update on it. Could we do that?
Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Well, we would be so grateful for it.
Oh, us too.
Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Louisa. This has been great. And you guys just please keep us informed, okay?
Yes,
information and education, that's what it's all about, am I right?
That's the key.
So what do you think, Ted? Was that impressive?
Yeah, you ladies do a lot of work for a good cause, so
it is
thank you.
Though. It is fun.
It really is. And this TV show, I don't know of any other place that has such an advocate who has a platform that KSBI provides with Dog Talks. This is really an extraordinary show.
I appreciate that so much. And as somebody once said, it takes a village, does it not?
It does.
I appreciate so much. Ted, you are a joy. I am so glad you joined us.
I love being here. And I love the dogs you bring.
Good, good, good. We're going to find you one of these days. Louisa, thank you so much again. Kirkpatrick, you know, is such an important factor in this state, and we all appreciate everything that your organization does. Barb, hang in there.
I will, and we'll be back.
I know that you will. Take care, folks. Be kind to your dogs. Remember, they love you so much. Give them all that love back, okay? And we'll see you next week. So...